Door?
Yes, could I talk to the lead on the naloxone program? Victory's Lau's gone.
Yeah, Victor's not here. What did you need?
Well, I'm just looking at the protocol that's up on the website. It's the same that was in 2011.
Okay.
And on step 5, it says because of COVID, don't give rescue breathing. And it's a 2-page handout, and it makes no mention of rescue breathing. But see, overdoses are usually witnessed by a family or a friend, right?
Not always, but okay.
Not always, but you know, majority of emergencies are.
Yeah, but we can't, we put that on there because it's not always family or friends.
Yeah, but you should have meant, or don't you think you should have mentioned? Because a family member's eagerly going to give rescue breathing.
Well, I mean, that's just a guideline.
Yeah, so when they come in and get trained, do you explain about rescue?
We're not training anyone right now.
You're not? Oh.
No, because of COVID.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah. You haven't opened up yet. Anyway.
We're open, but we haven't trained, we're not training anyone.
Okay, yeah. But see, on page 1, it's got all the signs, comatose, hypoventilatory, apnea, Cheyne-Stokes respiration, cyanotic, body's limp, more coma. All those signs. That's your heart's beating. Could be any of 100 medical conditions that require respiratory assist.
That's just a guideline. I mean, that's what we have as far as the public health guidelines. That's what we have to put out.
Yeah, jeepers. Anyway, who's David Williams, the medical officer of health? He's gone now. He was the guy that writes the medical directive for the province. And the works in different health districts keep changing the protocol.
Well, because we're in the city.
Yeah, I know. Well, Elaine DeVille is not writing this protocol, is she?
No.
Yeah. Is it a city staff that's writing the protocol?
It's our protocol people that write it.
Jeebers. I know them.
It's a guideline. It's a guideline. I mean, obviously, if it's family and friends or whatever, and they know they're going to do rest breathing, but this is a guideline. You can't say to rest breathing when the guideline for COVID is you shouldn't.
Yeah, but the guideline for COVID shouldn't be to give chest compressions only. For someone that's asphyxial cardiac arrest.
I mean, you can email overdose@toronto.ca and go on there and say what you need to say, and they can get back to there.
Well, I've got letters from everyone. Heart and Stroke Foundation wrote you guys a letter in 2013. It was CC'd to Sean Hopkins. Told her to stop teaching chest compressions because it's for a sudden witness cardiac arrest only, which is a very rare event. That's heart and stroke.
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. See, I'm concerned. I don't want it to happen to me if I suffer an injury or illness that puts me comatose. I've been showing up on C-Night, live up at Yonge and Finch. It's very, very busy up there 24/7. I'm having to pull parents off their live children, non-drug overdoses. It's happening all the time. It's happening with EMS all the time. Jesus. You know, because you tell people, and it's all through the newspapers and everywhere, massive amounts of misinformation. And why wouldn't they be worried about liability or it happening to a family member? Jesus.
And like I said, it's just a guideline.
Yeah, okay. You could tell them Gary Thompson called. He's just asking questions again.
Okay.
You want my phone number?
No, that's fine. You can email overdose@toronto.ca and let them know.
Yeah. Okay, you have a great day. Nice chatting with you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. This is a copy of the web page from Toronto Public Health. All these signs here, that proves your heart's beating. Dying, lack of oxygen. Could be any of 100 medical conditions that require rescue breathing only. And then they say, shake and shout. Anyway, you don't shake anybody at the shoulders if you find them down. It might be a spine injury. You pinch them or give them a sternum rub. That says call 911 immediately. Yeah, even a doctor calls 911. And then step 3 is give the naloxone. Wrong. It's rescue breathing. Stabilize the person's blood chemistry and heart rate with rescue breathing. They might wake up with just the rescue breathing alone. And then it says start CPR. CPR is not chest compressions only. It's 2 different medical conditions. And then it says during COVID, no rescue breathing. This is the same protocol they started teaching millions of people in North America starting 2011. And then give them a second dose. No more rescue breathing. God, 10 million references in the medical literature says that's wrong. And it's workplace harassment and bullying, because the higher ups are making them teach what they know could get their own family members killed. You got millions of people eagerly following these orders all across North America. 2011 protocol. Notice the nice cyanotic blue background. 2013 Heart and Stroke Foundation sent me this letter, and they ceded it to manager of public health and Dr. Tory Morrison, resuscitation expert, about their naloxone protocols. Right here, you got chest compressions only is for a sudden witness cardiac arrest by a layperson never trained. Yet public health across North America is teaching millions of people all the signs the person's alive, could be any of 100 medical conditions that need rescue breathing. And they say no rescue breathing, a pound on a beating heart. Unbelievable. Heart and Stroke Foundation has a chair on the resuscitation guidelines. Yeah. And there's the CC. The public health who I just called, Dr. Tory Morrison. Read the comment box. The hyperlinks to the medical information will be there. Think and save your own lives. God. Cardiac arrest is a rare event compared to breathing emergencies, 1,000 to 1. Yet they've taught millions of people to treat everyone as a cardiac arrest, and they're doing it. The comment box has all the medical information. You certainly don't want to kill your pets, do you?
The paramedic service is actually very well prepared. They all have naloxone. The most important thing when they get on site is actually ventilation as well as oxygen. But I think what we heard loud.
Because that precise example was used as to whether other first responders should have naloxone, and it was said that was not the case. That the priority, for example, when the fire department are offering the first to arrive should be on ventilation, as Dr. Jaffe just said. But let me just say this about the part.
Often stands in the way of effective dealing with it. It's different protocols people have, different ways they collect information, different information they have, and the whole idea of this partnership, and I commend those who pulled it together before I got involved, is to get everybody around the table so you can start to produce numbers, that they're collected in a common fashion, that they have protocols that are well agreed upon so that when things get worse, if they do, hopefully not, but when they do, that we actually can deal with this as opposed to sort of saying, oh my goodness, this person didn't tell me that, or we have a different system here. This is what causes people to lose their lives, quite literally.
Large percent losing their lives needlessly are non-drug overdoses. Read the comment box. Sean Hopkins, a danger to herself and everyone else, and she knows it. On the right, Eric Hoskins, MD, another one, bold as brass. Mayor told us to stop teaching that 6 months before that picture. Well, it's Stockholm Syndrome. In love with your oppressor. It's the way it's always been, always will be. Breathing emergencies. There's hundreds of causes of it. Page 95, St. John Ambulance First Aid Book. Pounding on a beating heart certainly isn't going to get oxygen into the lungs. Matter of fact, pushing on a beating heart will kill you. Cognitive dissonance. You will lie to yourselves and lie to others in order to protect a core belief that the government and the medical profession is not a bunch of mass murderers. Even a houseplant knows it must breathe or die. The Holocaust started in Nazi Germany. It was the doctors and nurses. Everybody's saying the good Dr. Joseph Mengele. No, you should say at the present time, the good Dr. Mengele is not a good doctor, he's a psychopath. And then you'll stop this present day Holocaust. Unbelievable. Say nothing. I watch y'all make yourselves sick protecting these people. Comment box has this video from the United States Holocaust Museum. Boy Scouts, Girl Guides, Sea Cadets, Air Cadets have fundraisers in shopping malls. I asked them, who here has your first aid badge? A bunch of hands go up. In 1 minute, the response is, that's murder. Watch out, boys and girls. The adults seem not to care that millions have been taught in murder.